Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This video is one I've made something similar before, but I was working on this Challenger 2 tank and I was looking through commanders and stuff, and so I was talking to Bernie and he told me about this guy who had this great video that we saw before, and he didn't know the ins and outs of commander swapping. And when I say the ins and outs, I mean swapping commanders from nation to nation without costing gold. You can do it for free if you to certain conditions, and if those conditions are met, bammo, you can swap commanders for free from one nation to another. It's like, well, I got this, person's in this one nation, Cold War or World War II, doesn't matter, and I want to switch him or her to this other place, but it's going to cost me 60 gold. I'm going to show you how to do this. And it was really funny because this guy's a terrific player, and it's a classic example of you can be a great player, but if you don't know 2 + 2 is 4, you run around doing stuff and you look like you're not as smart as you actually are. And that's the thing. So, in fact, I left him a message on his video. I tell him I was going to make a video to explain this process because I was working on this project anyway, and it's like, well, since I'm doing the thing, I was doing the thing that I'm going to show you guys how to do it, but I was doing it mentally because I've already done this many times, and it just didn't occur to me that there's new subscribers here that probably don't know what I'm going to show you. And so sometimes, just like he didn't understand something and would appear foolish as a result, I was not paying attention that I haven't done a video like this in a long time. And so if you don't search my list of videos, you'd never find this information. And I know better. I should, some of these things have to be, done every couple of 3 months or whatever, or make a reference, etc. So I would appear kind of foolish in a different way, but also similar to him. So it's one of those. It's a universal deal. So I'm going to show you what I was doing, or how I come to this situation. But tell your friends about this. This is very important to every player. It doesn't matter, how great you are, or if you're a brand new player or in between. It doesn't matter. There are great players like that dude. His name is Sod Mad Haven. Great players. They don't know something, and you're like, it's a head scratcher. How are you so good and you don't know this? Well, it's like I explained to my friend Bernie. I said, there are things that you don't know just because you don't frequent the area where you would learn these things. It's not a question of intelligence, it's just a question of experience. The phrase that I use is like, if you don't swim in certain waters, you're just not going to see certain fish, because certain fish are only in certain waters. It's not that you're anything wrong with you, you're just not in the right place to get the info conveniently. So now we got all that covered. And tell your friends to leave a like and possibly subscribe. That would help. Okay, now let me show you the tank that I was doing this on. It's in the title, of course, but so what I was doing was, like, I was talking to Bernie. It's like, I need to work and set up this Challenger and give it a run, what have you. I haven't done really any of that except camouflage. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. But I was like, okay, I need to put a commander in here. Well, this is Era 3 Cold War. Blue Nation, as you can see by the flags on the wall. So the thing was, I need a commander, preferably I could literally put any commander in here within reason. But I'm going to use a blue commander. And now this is a tech tree tank. Let me show you the tech tree of this tank. So, all right, here we go. There it is, bottom of the tech tree. So the reason I got this tank was really funny. All I wanted, as you could see, I wanted the light tank. So I had Centurion 2. I had to finish that one to get my Scorpion. Then the 107 follows directly after that. Then I had to come down here and do Centurion 9. Did that, got rid of it. Got the Conqueror, did that, got rid of it. I'm not really a big heavy tank player. So I'm like, all I wanted was the Scorpion 90, which I got. And I'm like, well, after a while, I'm going to let me try this VFM 5. So got the Chieftain Mark 11, got rid of it after I unlocked the VFM 5. All I wanted was the light tanks. Now I kept the Centurion 2 because just for whatever reason, while I was doing different stuff, I got a Mark of Excellence on that tank. Okay, fine, that's great. I wasn't trying, it just happened. So bonus. I'm like, I didn't even try to get the Challenger 2. I was playing VFM 5 as a light tank guy and just naturally unlocked it. So, I did spend however many millions it cost to buy it. So here we are. I have a Challenger 2. I'm probably one of the only guys who has a Challenger 2 who wasn't trying to get it. I mean, it's an end-of-the-line tank, obviously, and a top-notch British heavy tank, but I was just interested in the light tanks. But I was like, eventually you play long enough, you're going to unlock the last tank in the line. So that's what happened. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I need this commander for this. I said, okay, let's look at the commanders. We look at the commanders. Now, I've already pre-sorted this right here to Blue Nation, right? No problem. So what do I have here? Well, I got, MBT-80, MBT-70, Era 2, VTS-1, which is a sniper tank, Desert Warrior, Scorpion 90, TCM AGS, Era 3 sniper tank, 4RAD, RDF-LT, another sniper tank, FV-107, etc., etc. There's my 101 Scorpion, one of my absolute favorites, actually. This is the Bradley that I worked through to get, and I have a video about that, so I got to throw that in there. I have a video about going and getting the Bradley, etc., etc., if you want to go look for it. This is my Rocket Girl tanked SS-13SS, M60AX Era 3 medium tank, the best medium tank for me because, again, without trying, just playing it for fun, I got a Mark of Excellence. It just matches my style. That's the key. My G.I. Joe Armadillo, Sheridan, that was on the Bradley line, Martyr 3, Peace Cells, that's another video I have to make, and Weasel. So anyway, here's the dealio. I looked at this and I decided, when you have the Challenger 2 is the top of the line tank, so I need to get a 9-slot commander. So here's the deal. Let's go and 9-slot this dude, right? So now we got this Blue Nation 9 slots. Not going to use the Armadillo one. I could use I'm looking at this. I could use the M60AX that has all the things that would work on the Challenger. So this guy's a legitimate tank. Now here's the thing. There's two things that go on, and this is what that guy one of the things he didn't know. He knew it, but there's a little bit of extra knowledge that when you have it, you become powerful. You have two kinds of tanks, premium tanks and tech tree tanks. What happens in a commander, and he was aware of this, he mentioned in his video was called Bug or Scam. Okay, the answer is scam. It's not a bug, but there's a solution, and we're going to get to that. But this M60AX is a premium tank. So let's look at this commander. Now what you want to do when you have it, This trick only works in premium tanks. If your guy ever goes into a tech tree tank, he's corrupted, is what I call it. He's infected, and you cannot cure this infection. It's permanent. So vehicle assignment. So this guy, and I know this from my past usage of this parrot, he's corrupted. You look on the right, it says vehicle assignment, Western Alliance, which is Blue Nation, train vehicle FV101 Scorpion. All right. So this guy has been in a tech tree tank, which is fine. I'm only using him in blue. I can only use him in Blue Nations. Otherwise, if I switch the nation, this guy will always cost me 60 gold to change him, and it's not really worth it. What I would just do is put those skills in a different tank. You swap it to another commander and pay silver if that's fine. So this guy is a corrupted commander, and it's the trained vehicle that tells you this when you go to the vehicle assignment right here. All right, so it's fine to move that guy. But if I wanted to put these skills in another tank in another nation, like Red Nation or Green Nation, I would need to swap these skills to another commander. And this is the key. Now let me show you one that is not corrupted. This one goes to a premium tank, my G.I. Joe Armadillo. Let's go check it out. I'm sorry, this guy has been corrupted, Centurion 2. Oh, I remembered wrong on this one. All right, so he's corrupted also. The Bradley is a tech tree tank, corrupted. This is a tech tree tank, the 107, corrupted. This 4-ad commander may be corrupted, I don't know. No, she's clean. So, here's the deal, and I'm just going to do this for fun, just to show you. Now, we could move this lady, Ingrid. We could move her to any other nation, and I'm going to do that just for fun. So the 4-ad, I need to find my 4-ad. Let's go find the 4-ad. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something I call the bump. We're going to bump this command route. Now, we're not going to pull it out manually. We're going to find the tank we want. We know that Ingrid, the commander that you see on the screen, is a clean commander on trained vehicle. So we're going to go pick up a commander. It doesn't, yeah, well, okay, we'll just use a blue and it doesn't matter. So, this is a premium tank. This is a premium tank girl. Let's check her out. She's corrupted. It doesn't matter. But we can take her and put her in this 4-ad for free. Because she's in a premium tank, she's going to go to a premium tank. That's going to be free, silver-wise. It's also same nation, so it's not going to cost any gold. So vehicle assignment, and she's in, oh, is she in this? No, she's not in the Sheridan. She's in the Rocket, the 13SS. All right, so let's find the 4-ad. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having a hard time reading this. There we go. 4-ad. So here we go. 4-ad. Notice 9,000 transfer cost, but premium vehicle discount is 9,000 compensation. So minus 9,000 plus 9,000 is 0. Transfer of 0. As I told you, we're going to go from premium tank blue to premium tank blue. That's free. Doesn't matter whether this girl was or was not corrupted and her commander was. Now, what we have done is freed up Ingrid. Now, you notice she won't show up here. We lost her because I have this selected for blues. We're not going to go to blues. We're going to find Ingrid. There she is right there in the unassigned. Now, let's go check her out. Vehicle assignment, no affiliation nation, no affiliated training. So now I'm going to take this blue Ingrid. We're going to shove her in a random, red tank. I don't want to do that. That is a tech tree tank, and here's the key. We want to keep her in a premium tank just to cover it. Okay, this Topol 490, no problem. I'm going to shove her in here. Bingo, it's a free assignment, but you see it's gold. That is a premium tank. So it's not going to cost me anything to get her out, and that's the key. So here we go. Bingo. We now put Ingrid. She was in a blue premium. We took her out of the blue premium by bumping her out. We shoved another commander in the tank she was in. It kicks her out and bumps her out of the seat. So let's go look at Red Nation is over here to the right. Topol 490. So Shazam, there is Ingrid in the Topol 490. Now we're going to go look at, oh, there we go. Let's look at the commander. There she is. Vehicle assignment. Yes, she's Eastern Alliance. She's red now. No trained vehicle, which means she's clean, because she went from premium to premium. We bumped her out of one premium tank, and it set her back to what I call black bar at the bottom, where it was unassigned. And we put her in a red tank just to make it different visually. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bump her back and stick her back where she came from. It's all free, not costing me any gold. But the key thing is the trained tank was none. And this only works in a premium tank. If we used it, if we try to do the same thing here, for example, with the Scorpion 90, which is a tech tree tank, it's going to cost you. Because she's Laura Levy, she is corrupted. It's fine. I want her in that tank. I don't care. So, for example, I have General Patton. And General Patton is in American Sherman tanks. He's in one of my regular tanks, corrupted tech tree tank. He's General Patton. He's only going to be American, so I don't care. Or I have some of the German commanders. They're in German tanks, corrupted tech tree. I don't care, because I'm not going to put a German commander in any of the nation's tanks. But if you want to move guys from whatever to whatever, like for example, look at this Vic Rattlehead. This guy is in a premium. He's in my Molot, actually. So he is clean. You see that trained vehicle says none on the far right. I can move this guy freely from premium tank to premium tank by using the bumping technique, shoving a guy in the Molot, and it will automatically kick this guy out, and that's the key. So when he gets kicked out because you put a guy in his driver's seat, well, he becomes a black bar. And when you're black bar, you can go anywhere. But remember, if you put a black bar in a tech tree tank, he's corrupted, and it will cost you from that point forward if you want to move him from nation to nation. So you just want to be a little careful about where you stick guys. Now, let's go get an unassigned guy. And we're going to bump Ingrid out of that Topol 490. We'll just take this generic guy, Vaclav, or Vaclav. Polish or Hungarian, I guess. Anyway, we'll take him, go here, vehicle assignment. He's got nothing. It's okay. He's an unassigned black bar. We'll find the Topol red 490. Here it is. Assign it. Now we're assigning it for free, etc. Remember, we're putting him in a premium tank, and it's going to bump Ingrid, that green suited girl, out for free. So now this Vaclav, he is now in my Topol. And there it is, Ingrid. She's back to black bar status. We look at her. Vehicle assignment, none. Trained vehicles, none. She's completely free. I can shove her right back in to the Forad. That's the tank she came from. And the reason I have her in the Forad is because if you look at her skills, this skill here, the Deadeye, for the chain gun on the Forad, every time it hits, there's a chance you set a guy on fire. It's a small chance, but you're like, he's on fire. Well, that's why it's Deadeye. All right? Not a lot of value in putting a Deadeye on a guy that shoots like once every 10 seconds. The chances of catching him on fire, destroying a module, whatever, is much smaller than a chain gun. And, the more vicious the chain gun, like the Molot has a chain gun, so that Vic Rattlehead, he's got the Deadeye as well because it's they catch fire. All right, that's why we do it. Deadeye is for trying to catch people on fire. So we're going to stick her again right back into the forad, wherever it's hiding. You know, I mean, here's an example. Desert Warrior's got a chain gun. Deadeye is good on this. T95E2 single shot, not good for Deadeye. Leopard 1A1, again single shot, not good for Deadeye. Forad, chain gun, awesome for Deadeye. MBT-70 is another one, has a chain gun. Awesome for the Deadeye. So just a little bit of bonus if you didn't know that. Well, now you know. So again, we're going to put her in there for free. We already know this, and this is the key. All right, so let's go look at her assignment. Shazam, none. She's completely free again. Now the whole point is you could go back, and so now we have this Volkov guy. He's in the Topol 490. But we go back to the Blue Nation, find the forad, and keep going, blah, 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 blah. There we go, forad. This is, if you go back and watch the beginning of this video again, you go, hey, well, that's exactly where she was at. We took her from the forad, switched her nation to red for free, because I showed you the trick of bumping the guy out. This is the key. You just got to find one in a premium tank that has never been corrupted. Bumped her out to red, and then bumped her from red back to blue. Bingo, all for free. Didn't cost me a dime to do it. That's the key. This is the thing that other guy, as great of a player as he is, he just doesn't know this one little thing. And so I left him a message on his video, said, hey, I'm going to make a video of this and explain this to you, which is going to be fantastic because that's going to help him be more knowledgeable. But, you know, it's not like he could make a counter video for me that would make me a much better player like him. You know, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's not a competition. It's like you help people when you can help them. You know, and that's cool. It's no big deal. So we did this. We took this forad commander. You know, I showed you the bumping technique. Now you can do this in World War II as well. But the reason I'm showing you this here is because I was looking at my Challenger 2. Here we go. I just never played it. I go, you know, I need to set this guy up and play it, etc. Because I got the skin for it. I was like, oh, you know, I got the skin when I was like, I don't know, I want to say it was 1,000. It's on sale for 1,000 gold. So here we're gonna get a commander. Yeah. We're gonna swap this out. Blue commanders, 9 skills. I mean, you're at the end of the line. You're gonna be facing the top of the line tanks. So you need a top of the line commander, 9 skill. So I can shove any of these guys in here. She was in, I don't know. So this is the Rocket Girl tank. 13SS is what she was in. Because that, you know, the name of this I named this girl Rocket Girl so that I, like, if I'm an idiot and forgot where she goes, I go, oh, Rocket Girl, she goes to the 13SS. That's why. Just like this Bradley commander, she's Miss Bradley. She's configured for the Bradley. Optimum configuration to the best of my ability. Okay, so here, don't want to use... Bradley's got a chain gun. Why don't I have Deadeye on there? I don't know the answer. But, you know, that's another question for another day. Oh, yeah, 9 skills, that's fine. Desert Warrior, I thought, had a good one. That's another one that needs a Deadeye. What is wrong with me? This one should have Deadeye, but it does not. Oh, it's got, Well, that's okay. This tank, Desert Warrior, has a chain gun, so it needs Deadeye. It doesn't have it. Look what it does have. What it does have, before we swap this, hang on a second, you dummy. What the Desert Warrior commander has, and she came from a different tank actually. It has, and you look at the bottom right hand corner, she has the Iron Mace, which will be great for the Challenger. So now, again, one thing I got to check. I didn't think about this. Let's double check this. Go back here. I was in the wrong place to look at her. It kept wanting to do it. I think she came from a corrupted tank. Yes, she came originally from the Martyr 3. So I can stick her in the Challenger because it'll just change her corruption. Basically, it doesn't really affect. She's been in a Tech Tree regular tank, so it's not a big deal to put her in a Tech Tree Challenger 2, wherever the heck it's hiding. There it is, Challenger 2. So this is not a problem. It just cost me 9,000 silver, no problem. I'm not losing, I'm not damaging a commander by taking one from a premium. I didn't, and putting it in a Tech Tree. I did not want to do that. I did not want a premium, clean commander going to a Tech Tree Challenger 2, because what if the reality is I'm not going to play Challenger 2 that much? I'd much rather play a Molot or really have fun with a Weasel in Era 3 or M60AX. That's what I'd really normally end up playing. But I'm going to do experiments with Challenger 2. So I don't want to corrupt a tank commander to put it in this tank, because it's a heavy tank. I'm not really a heavy tank guy. So it's, I'm never going to be great in heavy tanks, and I've accepted that. That's not a problem. But this commander's got great skills for a heavy tank. Accuracy, and reload. Snapshot for more accuracy on rotation of the turret. Run and gun, accuracy for motion. Armor angling, defensive armor. Ram protection. Alright. Fire protection. Reload, obviously. And Iron Mace for distance penetration. Bingo. And damage. So this is a great combo for any medium or heavy tank, really, as far as I'm concerned. Now, you might know something a little more. Like I said, I am not a heavy tank expert. I'm a light tank artillery expert. So that's fine. Now, let's go here. So we finally got a commander in the Challenger 2, which is fantastic. There's other things I need to do on this as well. But for this purpose of this video, it was about commander application, to teach you how to maneuver your commanders from tank to tank if you wanted to, because you might change the idea of putting one tank from one nation to another, which we did this as a demonstration. I don't have any guys that really I think needed to be in another nation. I've already done this, but I just wasn't thinking about it until I saw that guy's video. I'm like, okay, this will explain the whole deal, etc., etc. So we'll just cut it off here and call it a win. So if you have a question, you're not sure, because sometimes what's clear to one person, myself, might not be as clear to you for whatever reason. Ask me a question. Don't just say, well, I don't want to ask. It's kind of ask the question, because if I miss something, you're going to help correct this, whatever. Or maybe you just didn't catch something. It doesn't really matter. The goal of the video is to teach you to be able to maneuver your commanders, to put people in tanks you want them to be in, because it's more fun for you. Fantastic. That's all the deal is for me. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned this valuable skill so that you never pay 60 gold to swap a commander from from nation to nation when it's possible, if it's in a premium tank, to go for free. So tell your friends if you would. It'd be very helpful, because maybe they'll leave a like or subscribe, what have you. Doesn't really matter, but it's just nice to get the exposure. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was great to have you here. I hope I helped you, and I look forward to seeing you guys again, hopefully very soon. I will see you later. Thanks a lot.